Testing. All right. Welcome to day 36 of 0 to 100K, where I fight mediocrity and I try and be the best version of myself possible for you lot. Let me figure out what time it is. It is 1:56 a.m. and it's the 19th of January. It's been a while. I recorded a video on my birthday, and since then I have literally been in the trenches working. Why? Because rent I have to pay, and I need to go. I need to leave this country, so I need to make some monies, and that's what I do for a living. I make money, but more importantly, we've had a very productive week. I've not felt this good about my work for a while. A few things have gone over the line. You know what? Let me talk about the focus. My focus this year, big focus is building myself as a personal brand. So like these videos that you're watching, they're like there will be I don't believe they will. I've told you this before. I don't believe they'll stop at 0 to 100K. I believe they'll just be a part of my ongoing life where I try and document as much of it as I can on video as frequently as possible and as regularly as possible, of course. So yeah, like that's just part of who I am, and that's part of what I'm building as a brand. I've even started recording my days. I've got like vertical shots that I need someone to edit. I think I'm not gonna do this by myself, but I've got like some stuff that I want editing in the background so I can do like little vlogs and talk about what I've actually been up to. But yeah, my personal brand is gonna be paramount. Like I mentioned, I've been looking into Dan Coe's method, and I think one of the biggest things that I'm doing personally is I'm building a brand of me, and I'm building companies underneath the brand of me. The first brand that I built was Love Circular, and Love Circular in itself actually came largely. I could influence a lot of Love Circular's success. At least at one point I could. These days I have no motion on my socials, so I've got to get momentum back and some power. But I know what it's like, and I know how important it is to be as active as possible. I've let momentum go twice on my social accounts after being upset, depressed, whatever you want to call it, and I'm just not going there a third time. Like I said, I want to be incredible. I believe in brilliance, and I believe I should embody brilliance. So that means I can't be doing stupid shit like letting my socials die down as soon as momentum comes because I get distracted. This is just what I do. I treat documenting my life as a job and helping people learn what's truly behind entrepreneurship and what it's like to build stuff. That's my goal with this stuff. So yeah, I'm bringing these along, and if you're new here, this is what sort of vibe we're on. This is what energy we bring most days. If you've been around, why aren't you commenting more, man? It's lonely again. No one's been saying hi to me, but that's my fault because I fell off. I stopped recording over Christmas period where I could have done more. So yeah, what have I been up to, man? What have I been up to? I did write those thousand words. It even went over 1,000 words on Monday, and I spent some time doing that. Spent like a few days, 2 or 3 days, and it was alright. It was alright. The only problem is, let me make sure this is recording. Okay, cool. The only dilemma that I found was as soon as I finished recording it, I got to the point. No, as soon as I finished writing, I was like, shit. Now I've got to dissect this and put it out as a newsletter and do all sorts. On top of that, there's some website fixes that I need to do with Love Circular's website to be able to house blogs effectively. Not fun. On top of that, yeah, I think I'm gonna start. Like, yeah, there are just a few things that I think I would like to, usually I like to go gung ho. I write it, I put it out, and then before you know it, like I'm chasing to do the next thing. Now, what I'm probably, yeah, I'm just gonna be a bit more tactical about it. I'm gonna write this week, and then I'm gonna write one next week, or over this weekend, and then next week I will release what I wrote this week, and then I'll always have at least one that week. That means if I just get ahead one week where I write two instead of one, like I'm two in the locker and I'm stockpiling. Typically speaking, I don't really like doing that stuff, but I think it's actually good for me if I do so because I'm gonna get ahead of my work. And a lot of the stuff that I'm doing now, if I'm gonna be creating content more frequently and trying to put out at least 3 unique pieces of content each day, I'm gonna have to get good at this stuff, right? In terms of where you can find my content, I'm gonna stop posting on Instagram because I think building an audience there requires much more than what I want to give, and I don't really like. I like going on there for stupid videos, and then outside of that, not really interested in the platform in itself. So I'm gonna just chill out on posting there and keep it sweet. Where you'll find me, you'll likely find me on Twitter or LinkedIn if you're not watching these videos, of course. What else have I been thinking about? I've been reading quite a bit. No, I've been listening to quite a lot. Little stuff like Hemingway. I watched a video on Hemingway's life. I did not know who Hemingway was or how crazy his life was. That was nuts. Now I'm more inclined to reading his books and seeing what he really wrote about and how why they were so critically acclaimed. There's that. What else is there? Uh, there's been quite a few Christo videos, quite a few Danko videos. I try not to overconsume when it comes to the business and um, business strategy related videos because a lot of the information you can't apply all at once. You need to apply a bit, work on it, keep going, and then apply the next thing once you have stabilized or when you can delegate some of your work and give it to somebody else so you can then apply the other bits. Otherwise you're just doing it for the sake of like what's the thing? Masturbation porn, someone said. Yeah, like that's just what it becomes and you don't really want to be in that position. So yeah, it's not worthwhile, right? Um I've been looking at booking some holidays. I want to see if I can get away like for a week before I go to New York. Simply because it's minus degrees. Like Manchester right now is -2 degrees, and the US is just that side of the US is very cold already. And I'm not really trying to. I really don't want to feel cold weather for the moment. I'm trying to prolong that as long as I can. So that's what we're doing. Um, what else am I working on? Behind the scenes, I'm working on a project that I hope will be a killer project for what we're building at Love Circular. And I'm hoping it will serve as a continuous and continual lead generation tool and something that showcases a lot of the work behind the scenes. There's a lot of work that goes on that's just not celebrated, and I don't talk about. I don't do a good job of talking about what I do and sharing what I do. You just see tiny glimpses of it, and sometimes if I don't post about it, like it's even worse because I'm not promoting the thing that really does work for people. So I'm doing myself a disservice in that regard. But I'm working on it. I'm forced into doing stuff like this because you know, the ad situation is looking pretty dire, and I'm gonna have to find clever workarounds. But right now, there's no point trying to find clever workarounds. There's just no money. I did payroll yesterday. I did payroll yesterday, being Wednesday, and it wasn't that expensive this month. It was like 1,000. Yeah, it's like 1,000 something for people paying the instructors and what other staff we had. So it wasn't too bad, but the only thing is like I have literally no money. No money for the moment, of course. Money is it's just energy. It's not it doesn't matter that we're down now. I just need to put some more inputs into the right places. And once we figure that out again, we should be okay. So yeah, there's that. There is that, and I'm working on the organic stuff to build up the profile and find effective ways to not necessarily go viral, but like just showcase more. I'm forced into it. Um, so the person who did reach out about ad platforms, we're trying something. We're seeing. I've doubled down on myself. I'm not any content that comes out on Love Circular. It's secondary to what I post first, and just because I think personal brands are much more useful these days than company brands. Even though our company brand is quite cool and strong, it's just not the focal point, and I can't manage more than one social channel. So I'm just gonna work on me, and we'll build up the other stuff. Once we're in a good position, revenue wise, again, I'm gonna hire some people. Marketing is the first place, and then marketing is gonna be the first place, and then shortly after it'll be ops, and we'll work from there. Hmm. What else have I been thinking about? I had a birthday meal today with my family, and I really enjoyed that. Went to a place called Albert Shed. It was quite cool, in Castlefield and Manchester. So yeah, it's been really nice. I forgot that I'm 28 now, but overall, age-wise, man, I'm feeling good, man. I'm really excited. I've talked to you about it before, but I'm really excited about this year. I think in terms of mental intelligence, whatever we're trying to say. I feel at my peak. I feel very strong mentally, and I feel very able and capable. The only thing that gets in my way is my ability to prioritize at this stage. And I believe I'm working on the highest priority things as much as I can and as frequent as I can. So at some point, what's the word? The tables will turn, and the luck will shift in my favor. I seen a post. I seen a post. I can't remember who tweeted it, but it was something like it followed the lines of the most unlucky person you know. Well, the most lucky person you think. Wait, sorry, I'm butchering it. The person who you think is the luckiest is usually the most unlucky person in the shadows. So I like that post because I started, when I started documenting this journey and I started talking a bit more about like the losses, it looks like I've been really unlucky, right? It looks like I've been tremendously unlucky. I'd say I've had some misfortune, but no more than most people. I'm probably lying there. I probably had just as much as any other person, but in my world, it's amplified, and I'm seeking more danger. By being an entrepreneur, I know that I'm going to find myself in positions where I'm more likely to hit an unlucky streak or an unlucky path because I'm not playing it safe. By doing so, however, I have the tremendous upsides of what happens when it goes right. When it goes right, I in a very lucrative position financially, and on top of that, stability from a career standpoint. So I know what it looks like, and it's kind of funny that because right now, I've had a really tough year, and even these days, like I'm still having tough moments. Obviously the year's just started, so nothing changes yet, but I don't foresee like me getting super lucky being I still foresee me running into situations where I'm not going to be lucky. I might have to be unlucky 10 times to eventually get luck, but we're playing an asymmetric game by being an entrepreneur, and the beauty of it is the upside is tremendous. So I'm not going anywhere. I did tell you that. I think I told you in the blog article thing that I'm writing that I actually started applying for jobs this year, man. Well, last year I did. I really did. I couldn't get one for some reason, even though I was more qualified than most people who applied. Sigh. But yeah, it's all good. I'm really share messages, but I'm a bit overwhelmed with my birthday messages, and I'm gonna get through them this week. I just feel pathetic now talking about it, so I'm just gonna do it. I really was ill like the past 2 days. I felt so shit, but I think that's because I overconsumed milk. Dairy. I had like milkshakes. I ate pizzas. Oh man, yeah, it was probably a bad time for me. It was a bad time for me. Way probably. It was just terrible. So yeah, in terms of revenue, are we making any new revenue? We made $99 today in terms of overall revenue. Nothing's changed just yet, but we have had quite a few inquiries, which have been very positive, and I think the content that I'm doing is impacting that. So yeah, I'm doubling down, I'm tripling down. You're gonna see more of my face, more videos. Oh, I've even started recording videos of job posts. So for instance, we've been posting on entry level for the last like 6 or 7 months now, but I have started recording short little snippets telling you what jobs are out there and what's going on. Again, it's stuff that you can read in the description, but at the same time, I'm prompting you to check out our job board. I'm going that bit harder for everything that we work on and stand for as a business. So it's my job to be the biggest mascot, otherwise nobody else will be. And I'll do so shamelessly because that's what helps people at the end of the day. And that's what I'm here to do. So yeah, it's been lovely. I think this is episode 36 or 7. Either way, I don't really care. It's been lovely. I'm gonna see you soon, yeah? Love. Peace. Oh, the tremendous little shot that I do. Cheese.